has given me permission to hyperfixate on Deltarune for a while. What's my opinion on Chris Slash theory, otherwise known as the they/them theory? I think it's pretty fucking obvious. Like, the Roaring Knight isn't even on screen when those slashes happen. They come from Chris's side of the screen. They take out Susie first, so she wouldn't know what was going on. Ralsei goes up to Susie, staring in the direction of Chris, and says, "How could you?" If the Roaring Knight was the one who ended up doing those attacks, Ralsei should have been looking to the right, where the Roaring Knight was. Ralsei said that shit to Chris. And then, of course, we see the Roaring Knight go up to Chris, not attack them, and the rest of Chapter 3 plays out. I think what's being set up is that if you were good enough to take on the Roaring Knight, that there are major weaknesses that the Knight has. The Knight panics when Undyne shows up. I think when Susie in Chapter 4 says, "You can't beat us in the light world," she's right. And I think it's fairly obvious that Chris is trying to sabotage whatever the Soul is trying to do on any route. That being said, I don't think that makes Chris evil. Rather, I think Chris knows more than we do. I think Toby Fox is putting us in a position where we simply do not have the information needed to make the correct choices. And of course we wouldn't. We're new to this world, and these characters have lived in this world their whole lives. So I do think that Chris is trying to do the right thing, just through means different than us. Because I don't actually think that the Knight just wants to bring the Roaring, whenever they can. Because the only time we see the Knight make a Titan is in Chapter 4. If all the Knight had to do was stab the ground of a dark world to make a Titan, he could have done it any time. The world would already be dead by now. So I don't think bringing about the Roaring is Chris's goal. What it is, though, I'm not entirely certain. But they definitely were the one who took out Susie and Ralsei. Hell, the third Sword Path minigame basically foreshadowed it. 8-Bit Chris slashes Susie and Ralsei and has to move forward. So at the end of the chapter, actual Chris slashes Susie and Ralsei.